Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my class. I am Mr. Eric Pebrakalpi from Institute Agama Islam Al-Quran Al-Idifikia, Indralaya, South Sumatra, Indonesia. Good afternoon, class. Last time we talked a little bit about the simple present, but today we're going to focus on the simple past tense in English. Before that, let's start our study by reciting Al-Basmalah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Does anyone know what the simple past tense is used for?
Yes, Mr. Eric. Is it for talking about things that happened in the past?
Exactly. The simple past tense is used to talk about actions or events that have already happened at a specific time in the past. For example, if I say, I walked to the store yesterday, the action of walking happened in the past.
So, we use it for actions that are finished.
Yes, exactly. It's used for actions that are completed. Now, let's look at the structure. The regular form of the verb in the simple past ends in ed. For example, first, walk becomes walked, second, talk becomes talked, and the third, play becomes played.
Wait, so every verb just gets ed added to it?
Good question. Most regular verbs do follow that pattern, but there are also irregular verbs that change completely. For example, go becomes went in the past, and eat becomes ate. These don't follow the ed rule. Do you know any irregular verbs?
I think. Have becomes had, and see becomes saw.
Exactly. You're already familiar with some of them. Now, let's move on to how we form the simple past tense in sentences. The basic structure is subject plus verb in the past form plus complement. For example, she watched a movie last night. Here, watched is the past form of watch.
What if the sentence is negative?
Great question. For negative sentences, we use did not or didn't plus the base form of the verb. For example, I did not watch the movie last night. They didn't play soccer yesterday. Notice that when we use did not or didn't, the main verb stays in its base form, not in the past form.
So, it's like saying, I did not eat instead of I did not eat.
Exactly. That's one of the most common mistakes learners make. You always use the base form of the verb after did or didn't in negative sentences. Now, what about questions? Do you know how to form questions in the simple past tense?
Is it like, did you go to the store yesterday?
Yes, that's right. For questions in the simple past, we start with did plus subject plus base form of the verb. So, the sentence did you go to the store yesterday is correct.
What about the answer? How do we answer those questions?
For short answers, we can use yes, I did, or no, I didn't, followed by the base verb. For example, did you study for the test? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. But if we want to answer with more detail, we can use the full sentence. For example, yes, I studied for the test. No, I didn't study for the test.
Oh, that makes sense.
Great. So now let's practice. I want you to tell me something you did yesterday using the simple past tense. You can use both regular and irregular verbs.
Okay. Yesterday, I visited my grandmother and ate lunch with her.
Well done. You used both regular and irregular verbs correctly. You said visited, which is regular, and ate, which is irregular. Keep practicing. Remember, we use the simple past to talk about completed actions in the past.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Now, let's do a fun activity. Imagine you are detectives. I want you to ask me questions about my day yesterday. You need to guess what I did. I will answer with yes or no.
Did you go to the park yesterday?
Yes, I went to the park.
Did you eat pempek?
No, I didn't eat pempek, but pizza.
Did you see a movie last month?
Yes, I saw a movie last month. Great job, Elyukian. You were very brilliant. And now I'd like you to make a short paragraph in terms of story what you did in the past. Then please practice it. Time is up. Please tell me what you made, Elyukian. The floor is yours.
Okay, sir. Yesterday, I woke up early in the morning and decided to spend the day outdoors. After a quick breakfast, I grabbed my coat and headed to the park. The sun was shining, and the air was crisp. I loved mornings like this. Once I arrived, I walked along the winding path, enjoying the sound of birds singing in the trees. I passed by a small pond where a couple of ducks swam. I smiled and waved at a few familiar faces, neighbors out for their morning walk. Around noon, I found a quiet bench near a flower garden. I took out my book and began reading. The peaceful atmosphere made it easy to get lost in the pages. After an hour, I closed the book, stretched my legs, and decided to take a short walk. I wandered to the playground, where children were laughing and playing. I remembered when I used to swing high into the sky feeling like I could touch the clouds. It made me nostalgic for simpler times. As the afternoon passed, I sat on the grass and enjoyed the warmth of the sun on my face. When the sky began to turn orange, I packed up my things and headed home, feeling relaxed and happy after a peaceful day in the park.
That was so incredible. You made me feel like I was right in the story. Keep practicing, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Have a great day. See you next time, Elyukin. Enjoy your day. Let's close our study by reciting Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.